Mine is always louder. Hi.
Part of what this is a taste of something, and a taste of what becomes tricky, because we're dealing in a world that's just on the other side of what words can point to. So this is more about an experience, and what that experience is something like a relationship with the mystery of what we are. Something like that. We think that we know what we are, or what we've been told that we are, but the thing that we call by our name is this tiny little peak of an iceberg that goes much deeper. What we know about what we are is this small island on the infinite ocean of what this thing called I is. So what do we do about that? We can develop a relationship with it. We can have a felt sense. We can experience who we are at a deeper level. And we'll do that with a little bit of breath and touch and a lot of movement. And this is a world that exists beyond the ideas, beyond Rumi's field, beyond Rumi's ideas of right and wrong. So there's a field out there where the words right and wrong don't quite make sense. There's a truth of the reality of your experience. And if you get to that place, if you start to experience something profound, something deep, something that you want to linger in, linger there. Don't be so stuck on our words in either direction. All the words are doing is pointing you at something else. All words are doing through all practices, through yogic practices, Tai Chi, all spiritual practices, religious practices. At their very depth, they're pointing at something that's beyond them. So don't get too lost in the words. My words are going to be clumsy in relation to what they're pointing to. So look for what they're pointing to more than trying to mimic or imitate everything exactly. Feel for the spirit of it. And what this is, what we're doing here today, is to give you a taste of something. And we're guiding in a couple of weeks now, we're guiding a 300-hour teacher training experience, but to me it's much more than a teacher training experience. It's a journey we take together into the world that I'm hinting at. So we've been thinking about what to do in such a short amount of time, in just an hour and 15 or an hour and a half, somewhere around there. So we're going to give you a flavor of things that you may not have done before or experienced before. Let yourself get lost in the wonder of this. Let yourself get a little bit lost in the confusion of this, because I promise, hopefully, if I do everything, if you understand exactly what I'm talking about and you're not confused at all, I've done something wrong. I've done something wrong. Because the I know is a very limited world. I know is finite. I know there's nowhere to move forward from I know. But now I don't know. I don't know opens up the universe. So linger in the I don't know. Linger in the confusion. Be in that world of imagining what I may possibly be talking about. And let your imagination guide you into places without worrying about, is this the right place I'm being guided to or not? Just notice where you are and what it feels like. And after the class, after we finish here, if you want to hang around, there'll be snacks. I'm not sure what the snacks will be, but the cafe will come down and bring snacks for you guys. That you can have a little bit of time to rest, and you can ask questions about anything that you experienced here or anything that might be going on in the training, anything you'd like to know. We'll hang around and we'll talk a little bit if you'd like. Yeah. So we'll start slow. Devin will guide into some touch at the beginning, which what this is doing is it's freeing up the inner rivers, it's freeing up the blood system, it's freeing up the lymphatic system a bit. And as she guides, again, Notice what it feels like. Notice what you feel like now, and notice what you're feeling like as we move through this. Even if you think you're imagining it. Go ahead and close your eyes. And they'll go ahead and change the music now for us.
Start to take a really relaxed, easy breath into the belly. And just soft exhale. Just get comfortable in your seat for a couple of breaths. Easy breath. And soften your entire body. Keeping your body soft, start to follow your inhale up your spine. Slowly inhale up, past the rib cage, past the back of your neck, all the way up to the crown of your head and hold at the top. Then sip a little bit more air, and then hold. Keep everything relaxed. Sip another breath in and exhale, release. Easy breath. And when you're ready, slowly follow your inhale up your spine, up your body, through the rib cage, through the neck, all the way into the crown of your head and hold. And I'll sip a little bit more, and a little bit more, and hold. Soft body. Sip a little more breath in. Exhale, release. One more time, follow your inhale up the body. Follow it all the way up into the crown of your head and hold at the top. And then drink a little more breath in, and hold. Soft body. Sip a little more breath in. Exhale, release. Back to an easy, full breath. Start to slide your right fingertips to your left collarbone. And rub all around the space above and below your collarbone. So you're starting really super soft. Then start to go a little bit deeper. And of course, if you need to look, you can look and then go back into your experience. Now with your finger pads, you can tap with your finger pads or you can smack with your entire hand 10 times. And then release. Slide your left hand to your right collarbone. Starting really light, above and below. And let the fingers go a little bit deeper. Let your breath be full, let it be felt. And 10 hits. Close your eyes, relax your hands down. Let yourself just feel. And bring your fingertips to behind your ears, underneath your jaw, behind your ears, all around this space. Let your fingers sink in deeper. Rub up and down. A fuller, deeper breath as you go deeper. Sorry guys, we're gonna fix that. And then 10 hits. And relax your hands down. Try that. Bring your right hand to the space where your chest meets your shoulder. So right in that area, let your fingertips sink in. Let them go a little deeper. Let your breath be a little bit more full, and then 10 hits. And slide over to the other side, space where your chest meets your shoulder. And gradually going deeper. And then 10 hits. Let it be strong so your body feels it. And then make little circles around your chest. So moving the skin of your chest, little circles, starting from the top and then work your way down. And then work your way down to your belly, up and down the line of your belly. Going a little bit deeper. And then hit 10 times. You can stay up for this part or you can lay down. We're going to do right underneath the hip crease, so it's a little more enjoyable if you lay down, but it's up to you. And do both at the same time, right underneath the hip crease, starting soft. And then letting the fingers go deeper. Rub all around that space. And then 10 hits. And relax down, take a full breath in. Full breath out. And then reach your legs up and you're going to touch into the back of your knees. The back of your knees. All around that space. Go a little bit deeper. If you're doing one side at a time, just make sure you get both sides. And 10 hits. Bend the knees, inner ankle bones, inner ankle, rub into that space. 10 hits. And relax down, take a full cycle of breath. Let yourself feel all the little tingles and sensations. And then use a big breath to come up to back to your seat. And bring your way onto all fours. And set yourself up so walk your hands on the mat. Get as soft as you can. It wouldn't be you if you didn't spill water every time, every time. Now slide your sitting bones back and wide. So just give yourself a few moments to feel your sitting bones going back and wide. So your thighs roll in, sitting bones go back and wide. Then try to keep that and get long through your spine, fuller through your heart, the back of your heart. And just pulse. A couple more breaths, sitting bones back and wide. Heart full, spine long, full breath. So you're searching for that sensation, that hug of your sitting bones wide. Now start to soften that and use a big breath to start to roll through your spine. As soft as you can, so the rolling is coming from your lungs, moving from your lungs. And see what it feels like if you start to move more with your right lung. Your right lung is guiding the movement. Maybe a little bit more weight on your right hand as your right lung starts to move you. And just search for the feeling, so it doesn't need to look like anything. Just search for a feeling. And then switch when you're ready and start to move from your left lung. So your body is soft, letting your lungs guide the movement. Then start to roll yourself into a downward facing dog. Slide your hips up and back, pedal out your feet. Keep a little bend in your knees and start to let your hips move a little bit. A little rocking left and right, a little shake. Just from here, really soft as you inhale, start to feel the back of your heart being more full and rounded. And then exhale, soften that, really soft. Inhale, back of the heart gets inflated. Exhale, soften. Inhale, back of the heart gets inflated. Exhale, soften. And then one more time, inhale, let the back of your heart be inflated and roll yourself into your plank pose. Soften your knees and exhale down to your belly. Down to your belly. Inhale, push yourself back onto your knees. Hands come forward. You're going to breathe here and just pulse. Sitting bones back and wide. Lift your rib cage up. Sitting bones back and wide. Inhale, push your heart forward and then curl open. Exhale, slowly, hips go back, arms go forward. Inhale, roll through your spine. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. And any little wiggle through your spine. And then slow motion, step to the front of your mat, little steps. Inhale, reverse skydive. Let your heart peek open, wings go wide halfway. Exhale, slowly fold. Inhale, wings go wide, heart peaks open. As you exhale, let your thighs roll in, fold forward. And inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale into vortex chair. So everything is vortexing into your center. Thighs roll in, sitting bones back. Little bounce. Come back to that slow, easy breath. Inhale, push your hands forward. Let your heart curl open. Exhale, let your thighs roll in, fold forward. Inhale, halfway, wings wide, heart open. Exhale and fold. Walk yourself back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, sitting bones peek up. Search for that same feeling, so as you inhale, it's a soft movement, but inhale, let your heart be full. And exhale, soften. Inhale, let your heart inflate, the back of your heart get rounded. And exhale, soften. Inhale, inflate the back of your heart and roll forward, plank pose. Soften your knees, exhale down to your belly. Inhale, push back onto your knees. Exhale, hands to heart and start to pulse. Sitting bones back and wide. If you're not sure, you can kind of grab your hips and let your hips roll in, thighs roll in. Hands forward. Inhale, push your heart forward and then curl your heart open. Exhale, hands forward. Now start to let your left heart come in. Left heart come in. Inhale, reach your hands forward and open. Exhale, sitting bones back. Bounce with your sitting bones back. Right heart comes in. Right heart in. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl back. And one more time forward. Inhale, push forward. Curl your heart open. Exhale, hips back and keep reaching them back far, 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 and then slowly reach your hands forward. Nice. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale breath. Full exhale. Bend your knees, let your hips sway a little bit left and right. And then use that same sway to take little steps to the front of your mat. Sway your hips and step. All the way to the front of your mat. Nice. Inhale, reverse skydive, halfway lift, arms go wide, heart peaks open. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway, wings wide, heart peaks open, soft body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, vortex chair. Let your thighs roll in, sitting bones back and wide. And bounce. Let your heart stay lifted. Inhale, push forward, open your heart. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs. Let them roll in, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Peek your heart open, wings wide. Exhale, fold. And slowly wiggle yourself back to downward facing dog. Inhale, wave your spine forward, plank pose. Exhale, down to your belly. Inhale, push back onto your knees. Exhale, hands forward and bounce, sitting bones back and wide. Hug your right heart in. Hug your right heart in. Inhale, push your hands forward and open. Exhale, sitting bones back. Hug your left heart in. Left heart in and push forward and open. Exhale, sitting bones back. Inhale, push forward and then curl your heart open. Exhale, sitting bones back. Slowly bring the hands together as the sitting bones go back. Inhale, wave forward. Exhale, downward facing dog.
Soften your knees. Even if you can bring your heels easily to the ground, soften your knees. Let your heels lift a little. Lift the backs of your legs up so your sitting bones go higher. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring your knees down. Sit back on your heels. Bring your fingertips forward. As you bring your fingertips forward, pull your thigh bones deeper into your hips so the back of your hips widen and your sitting bones pull you back. Now keep that. Keep pulling your thigh bones in. Let your belly be long. Come up a little bit. Keep your hips behind your ribs. Let your belly be as long as you can. Lift your armpits up higher so you're as long as you can be on your sides. Now keep all of this length. Come up a little higher, a little higher. Good. Keep drawing as if you're pulling your low belly up into the back of your heart. Good. Now as you inhale, take a deep inhale into the low belly as you lean back. Almost like a slingshot, let that bring you forward. Keep your chin down a little bit. Take a deep inhale. And let that deep breath slingshot you forward. Keep the lift of the armpits a few more times. And again. So your breath is this slingshot that brings you forward. One more. Lean your heart forward. Pull your sitting bones back a little bit. Bring your hands to goblin heart. Keep the lift of the armpits. Do the same thing. Inhale. Lift your belly into the back of your heart. Pull your arms forward. Let your heart go forward first. And then curl your heart up towards the sky. Good. Exhale. Hips pull you back. Sit back on your heels or cross your legs. Walk your fingertips forward. Pull your thigh bones back into your hips so your hips walk back a little bit. Let your right heart go a little bit more into its cave. Let your right hand be soft on the ground next to you. Now imagine that you can move just from your spine. Your shoulder, your arm is soft. And let your right fingers drift along the floor, but let it be from a movement that comes from a place closer to your center. Let your shoulder blades slide along your back. Let your spine turn. Your eyes stay forward. A soft hand as if you're tickling the water. Try the other side. Left hand down. Left heart goes into its cave. What can you do with your body so the movement closer to your center expresses itself out through your arm? Come onto your hands and knees. Bring your hands a little in front of your shoulders and let them be baby hands. Touch the ground light enough so you can feel the touch of the earth underneath your hands. Let the index finger knuckle be off the ground. Keep most of the weight in your legs so soft hands can barely be on the ground. Now see if you can find the connection from your outer shoulder blade, your outer wing, down the outside of your arm and into your outer hand, into the pinky moon of your hand. And you can lean your weight to the outside of one baby hand. Then lean your weight to the outside of another baby hand. Soft joints, soft elbows, long belly. Deep breath, let yourself sway. The next time that you go over to your right hand, stay there. Keep the weight on your right hand. Let your left palm kind of flip up, soft left hand. And again, let that same movement, let your spine move. Let the arm express out the movement of your spine, your shoulder blade sliding along your back. How soft can you keep your arm? How much of this can you do with just breath? Try the other side. Lean your weight into your outer right hand. Connection from outer wing to outer hand. Let the movement express through the opposite arm. Bring both hands down. Keep the weight on the outer hands. Pull your thigh bones deeper into your hips, and let yourself, as you pull your thigh bones deeper into your hips, let your hips lift up and back, downward facing dog. Soft knees. Again, shift your weight from the outside of one hand to the outside of the other hand. How soft can you keep your joints so your bones are holding you in a deep place? Turn your hips and your heels over to the left. Bend both knees so most of the weight is still in your legs. Press your left hand and right foot away from each other. Keep your hips and heels close together in a soft bounce. Straighten and bend your knees just a millimeter. Slide your right armpit away from your right hip and breathe deeply into the sides of your pelvis. Up and over to the other side. Bend your knees. Keep most of the weight in your legs. Pull your thigh bones deeper into your body. Pull your roots deeper in. Slide left armpit away from left hip. Bend and straighten just a millimeter as you breathe deep into the sides of the bowl of your pelvis. Come back through center. Walk to your hands and fold. Soft knees. Find the outer rivers in the legs, the connection from your outer hips into your outer feet. Now imagine that you can breathe this movement with soft knees. As you begin to inhale, let the breath fill you as you open your wings and peek your heart forward. Fly. Exhale, dive. 2 more like that. Inhale, open the wings and fly. Exhale, dive. 1 more. Inhale, fly. Exhale, dive. Inhale, breathe yourself all the way up. Let the armpits float up towards the sky. The hands follow up. Keep the lift of the armpits at the outer hips wrap in and dive. Inhale, reverse skydive, open the wings, fly. Exhale, place your hands down and step back. Inhale, ripple like water forward towards your hands. Exhale, melt down towards the earth. Inhale, your hips pull you back towards your heels. Exhale, as you roll up, bring your hands to your goblin heart. Inhale, keep the hips behind the ribs. Pull your arms forward and apart. Pull your chest through. 2 more times like that. Hip pulls you back, hands to heart. Again, inhale, pull the arms apart. Pull your chest through and then curl up. Exhale, hips pull you back. 1 more. Inhale, pull apart. This time as the hips pull you back, arms float out in front of you and touch the earth. Inhale, breathe forward towards your hands. Exhale, hips pull you back. Bend your knees, turn your hips and your heels to the left. Bend and straighten softly. Let your right hand be soft on the ground and see if you can play with that same movement if you'd like. Let your fingers tickle the earth beneath you. Right hand comes down, bend your knees, hips and heels over to the other side. Let your left arm be soft, tickling the ground. Come back through center. Walk your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, open your wings and fly. Exhale, dive. One more. Inhale, fly. Exhale, dive. Inhale, float all the way up. Armpits up and the arms follow. As you exhale, wrap your hips in and dive. Inhale, open the wings and fly. Exhale, hands down, step back. Inhale, water forward towards your hands. Exhale, melt down to the earth. Inhale, pull your hips back to your heels. Exhale, roll up, hands to heart. Inhale, pull the arms forward and apart. Push your chest forward first and then up. Exhale, hips back, arms forward. Inhale, roll forward towards your hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees deeply, turn your hips and your heels to the right. Press your right hand and left foot away from each other. Keep most of the weight in your legs. Soft bending and straightening. Make your left ribs like a rainbow. Use your breath to push out from the inside. Up and over to the other side. Press left hand and right foot away from each other. Bend and straighten. Breathe deep into your rainbow ribs. Come back through center. Walk your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, inflate and fly. Exhale, dive. One more. Inhale, fly. Exhale, dive. Inhale, roll all the way up, arms to the sky. Keep the lift of the armpits now as you bring your hands by your sides. Close your eyes. Breathe deep into the sides of the bowl of your pelvis. Allow your belly to be long. Take a deep inhale here. Soft exhale. Soften your hold on vision, but let the curtain of your eyelids open. Bring your feet a little wider. Bend your knees. Dragon tongues and tails. So the knees are the dragon tongues. Your sitting bones are the dragon tails. So the dragon tongues go forward at the same time as the dragon tails go back, as if you're lengthening your femur, your thigh bone in two directions at the same time. Yeah. Now turn your thighs in slightly so your toes turn in just a little bit. Yeah. Keep taking your knees forward and pulling your sitting bones back. Now imagine that you're pulling yourself down into your legs, so you're trying to pull your roots, your thigh bones, deeper into your body. And do a few pulses like that. Pull your thigh bones deeper into your body as you're pulling your body down into the roots of your legs. You can even feel a little bit like you're pushing your feet apart and lifting the inner ankles at the same time. Lift your armpits up a little higher, hands to goblin heart. Find a pulse here. So you're pulling yourself down into the roots of your legs. Pull your thigh bones in as you pull yourself down. Keep your heart lifted, your armpits lifted, so your heart's still a little forward. Shift your weight over into your outer right foot. As you inhale now, float your left leg up. Let your upper body spiral towards your lifted leg, lifted ankle soft. Lift your armpits on both sides. Keep your eyes forward like an owl. Take a deep breath into the bowl of your pelvis. Lift up higher. As you start to bring the leg down, tongues and tails, knees bent, pull yourself deeper into your legs. Find the pulse. Long belly. This little bone at the front of your rib cage where the two sides of your ribs meet, the xiphoid process. Keep that heavy as if it's anchored down towards the ground. But as that anchor is heavy, lift the space right below your throat. Shift into your outer left leg. Inhale, imagine you're breathing your right leg up. Spiral towards the leg as it lifts. Eyes stay forward. Instead of leaning away from the lifted leg, lean towards the lifted leg. Good. Lift your armpits up higher. Soft foot. Take a deep inhale. Both feet down. Pull yourself down into your legs. Find the pulse. Now side to side. Shift. Breathe your leg up. Let your body spiral as the leg lifts. Exhale, both feet down. Shift. Inhale, inflate. Breathe the leg up as you spiral towards the lifted leg. Both down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull yourself into your legs. Shift. Inhale, float. Through center. Shift. Keep pulling yourself into your legs as you go through center. Pull yourself into your legs as you go through center. The next time that both feet touch, pull yourself into your legs, hands to heart. Inhale, pull your heart forward first, and then curl up towards the sky. Exhale, wrap the outer hips in and dive. Inhale, reverse skydive, open the wings and fly. Exhale, hands down, step back. Inhale, water forward towards your hands. Exhale, melt down to the earth. Inhale, hips pull back to heels. Exhale, roll your hands up to your heart. Inhale, pull your heart forward first and then curl up towards the sky. Exhale, hips back, arms float forward. Inhale, roll forward towards your hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your breath, on the way that feels interesting to your body, bend your knees, turn your hips and heels to the left. Bend your knees. Breathe deep into the bowl of your pelvis. Use your breath to open from the inside. Up and over to the other side. Find it here. Pulse. Breathe. Use your breath to have a conversation with the deeper places inside you. Back through center. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Travel to your hands. You can step, walk, jump to your hands. Soft knees, full breath. Inhale, fly, open the wings. Exhale, dive. Inhale, roll all the way up. Armpits float up, heart lifts. As you exhale now, separate your feet. Wrap the outer hips in. Everything vortexes in. Inner ankles lift. Find a pulse. As your knees go forward, pull yourself deeper into your legs. Shift your weight to your outer right foot. Inhale, inflate the left leg up. Exhale, step the leg back behind you into a short lunge. So go shorter than you're used to. Keep the back heel lifted. Lean your upper body forward. Bend both knees so the back knee is bent also. Feet as wide as hips. Now do the same thing here. Pull your thigh bones into your hips as you're pulling yourself down into the roots of your legs. As your thigh bones get sucked deeper into your body, you're pulling yourself down deeper into the roots of your legs. Now keep that sense of getting pulled in so your heart's leaning forward. Lift your low belly into the back of your heart. Float your armpits up, hands to goblin heart. Good. Inhale, pull the arms apart, heart forward first. Keep your hips behind your ribs and curl your heart up. Exhale back, pull yourself into your legs, pulse. Again, pull apart. Keep the ribs in front of the hips, curl. And back. Lift your armpits up. Bring the arms apart a little bit, but still soft arms. Keep the lift of the armpits, keep the xiphoid heavy, pointing down. Lift your armpits more, point your elbows down towards the ground. And now take a deep inhale, keep that. Lift your armpits up so high that your heart opens even more. Take a deep breath into the bowl of your pelvis. Exhale, arms back. Shift your weight into your outer right foot. Inhale, inflate the left leg up. Exhale, both feet touch. Wrap your hips in and fold. Inhale, reverse skydive. Open the wings and fly. Exhale, dive. Inhale, roll all the way up, arms up. Soft vortex chair, wrap in. Pull yourself into your roots. Shift to your outer left foot. Inhale, inflate the right leg. Exhale, step back, lunge. Feet as wide as hips. There's still that sense of the hips wrapping in, your thigh bones drawing deeper into your body. Xiphoid heavy, belly long, let the armpits lift up, hands to goblin heart. Pull the arms apart, heart forward and then up. Exhale back. Keep your hips behind your ribs. Again, pull and curl. Come back. Let your soft arms open. Soft arms. Lift the armpits up higher. As the armpits lift up, let the elbows spin forward. Keep the lift of the armpits. Good. Now take a deep breath into the bowl of your pelvis. Curl your heart up towards the sky. Bend your back knee more. And as the back knee bends, pull your thigh bones in. Tilt your heart up towards the sky. Exhale, pull yourself deep into your legs. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, both feet down, wrap in and fold. Inhale, reverse skydive, open your wings and fly. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Let there be a soft sway in your body, but surprise yourself with your movement. Let it be more from a felt sense. What wants to open? Use your breath to press outwards into the places that are asking for it. Bring your knees down. Sit back on your heels. Relax your arms, close your eyes. But even as you sit and breathe, don't overhold yourself in stiffness. Notice the rhythm of your breath. The movement of the fluids beneath your skin. The shifting of the living fabric. And if there's a sway, let it happen. Now keep that sense of sway, that sense of movement, of life, pulsing beneath your skin, and come back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, make this shape as comfortable as it can be for you. Shift your heart slightly forward so your heart's more parallel to the ground and your armpits can almost suck up away from the ground. Find the connection from outer wing to outer hand. Keep your eyes on your thumbs, bend your knees a little bit, and begin to bounce your hips with your feet still on the floor. A little bounce in your hips, less mechanical and more elastic. So you're starting the movement, but you're waiting for the rebound as if you were bouncing a rubber ball. Go a little quicker. You can maybe shift the bouncing over to the outside of one foot, the outside of the other foot. Maybe the bouncing is starting to lift your toes just a millimeter away from the floor. Both feet are 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot. Good. Keep your eyes towards your thumbs now. Look towards your thumbs. And maybe your feet are jumping up high enough that you're able to clap your feet. Yeah. Good. When you're jumping, jump on the inhale. On the top of your inhale, look towards your thumbs and see if you can inflate yourself up a little higher. Yeah. Take a few more games at it. Good. Good. And come down and rest for a moment. Sit back on your heels. Gonna get another chance at it. That was good though. Yeah. Find the connection just so you can see it before you do it. It's not how much stiffness you can have at the beginning and how much strength you can have in preparation for something. Because any extra strength or extra stiffness or extra tension in the body that's not necessary is something that we have to overcome in order to get deeper in the experience. So it becomes this game of scales of how much can I soften in order to make the movement more accessible. So baby hands from the outer hand to the outer shoulder blade. Instead of jumping from here where everything is rounded and tucked under and it's the posture of fear is this and it makes it more difficult to come up and play. It's here, it's here. And you can come up with soft elbows because really it's your bones that are holding you. And instead of jumping at the I'm terrified and then trying to jump there, it's how much can I inflate? So what's jumping up is this really inflated balloon instead of this exhaled, tense body. And it might just be here. Beautifully okay. Eyes stay on the thumbs. Elbows can be a little bit soft. This is going to make you a little bit more powerful, so careful. But when you're jumping, it's going to be inhale, and then you can push. Inhale, push. How many can you play with? It's not how stiff can you be, it's how playful can you be, even if you're jumping just a little bit. Yeah? Here we go. Downward facing dog. That's the idea anyway. Soften your knees. Bring your heart forward so your heart's more parallel to the ground. Find the connection from your outer wings, your outer shoulder blades into your outer hand. Soften your knees. Pull your thigh bones in. Look towards your thumbs. Look towards your thumbs. Begin to bounce. Keep your eye on your thumbs. And when you feel ready, inhale. And at the top of your inhale, bounce and push. Yeah, nice. A few more shots at it. Yeah. And when you're ready, walk your feet to your hands and fold, please. Soft knees. Deep breath. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. One more deep inhale. Deep exhale. Soft body. Use your breath. Ride your breath as you inflate. Inhale, open your wings and fly. Exhale, dive. Inhale, roll all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, soft vortex chair. Everything wraps in. Pull yourself down into your roots. Shift your weight into your outer right foot. Inhale, float the left leg up. This time as you exhale, cross the ankle. Soften the left foot. Again, let your knees come forward, but pull your thigh bones deeper into your body. Hands to goblin heart. Lift the armpits. Come out a little bit. And again, pull your thigh bones deeper into your body. Let your hips stay behind you a few more times. Pull yourself into your legs. One more. Keep the heart lifted. Pull yourself into your legs. Can you go a little deeper? Pull your thigh bones in a little deeper into your body. Pull your thigh bones in a little deeper to your body. Pull your thigh bones in a little deeper to your body. Maybe your elbows touch your shin. Now use the inhale. Inhale, inflate up. Let your leg float up. Both feet touch. Wrap the hips in. Pull your thigh bones in and fold. Inhale, inflate. Open the wings. Exhale, dive. Inhale, roll all the way up. Exhale, soft vortex in. Shift your weight, outer left foot. Inhale, float the right leg up. Cross the ankle, tongues and tails. So tongues go forward, tails go back. Take a few pulses here. You can keep the right foot soft as long as you're pulling your thigh bones in and letting the knee come forward. Lift your armpits up. Play with pulling yourself deeper into your roots. As you pull yourself deeper into your roots, maybe your elbows play with touching your shin. And now as low as you can get, now take a deep breath into the bowl of your pelvis. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, both feet down, wrap in and fold. Inhale, reverse skydive, open the wings. Exhale, dive. Inhale, roll all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, soft vortex, wrap in. Shift your weight outside of the right foot. Inhale, inflate the left leg up with grace. This time, place the foot on the front of your thigh so your left knee's pointed more forward. So instead of going full tree to the outside, think foot to the front of the thigh so both knees can point forward more. Now bend your standing leg. So foot is pressing into thigh, thigh is pressing into foot. Pull your thigh bones deeply into your body here. Now as you do that, let the xiphoid stay heavy. Lift your low belly into the back of your heart. Float your armpits up. Find a little pulse here. Pull your thigh bones in. Take a deep breath now. As you inhale, pull your arms forward. Pull your chest through. And then keep your eyes forward, but curl your heart to the sky. Exhale back. Both feet down. Soft vortex. Shift your weight. Inhale. Inflate the right leg up. Foot on the front of the thigh. Bend your standing leg. Pull yourself deeper into the roots of your tree. Lift your armpits up. Take a few pulses, pulling yourself in more deeply. Thigh pushes foot, foot pushes thigh. Lift your low belly into the back of your heart. On your next inhale, pull your arms forward. Curl your chest forward first. As the elbows spin down, curl your heart up towards the ceiling. Exhale, both feet down, wrap in and fold. Inhale, reverse skydive, open the wings. Exhale, dive. Inhale, roll all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, soft vortex. Outside of right foot. Inhale, left leg up. Foot on the front of the thigh. Pull yourself deeper into your roots. Let your right heart go into its cave. Let your right arm hang heavy down beside you. Let your eyes drift down towards the floor. Let your left elephant trunk arm float out in front of you. Slide your left armpit away from your left hip. Keep your eyes down. Pull yourself deeper into your roots. How long can you make your left ribs? Lift your left ribs higher towards the sky. On your next inhale, let the lift of your left ribs bring you back up to your tree. Hands to heart. Inhale, pull your arms apart, chest through and up. Exhale, both feet down. Dive. Inhale, reverse skydive, open the wings. Exhale, float down. Inhale, roll all the way up. Exhale, soft vortex. Shift your weight outside of left foot. Inhale, float the right leg. Foot to thigh, thigh to foot. Pull yourself deeper in. So connect to your roots, connect to the ground as you pull yourself deeper into your legs and stay pulled in. Left heart goes in, left arm heavy. Keep your eyes down. Slide your right armpit away from your right hip. Breathe deeply into the bowl of your pelvis and deeply into your lifted ribs. Right fingers soft. On your next inhale, let your lifted ribs begin to grow your tree up towards the sky. Hands back to heart, armpits lifted. Inhale, pull forward, curl your heart forward and then up. Exhale, both feet down, follow the legs down and fold. Inhale, reverse skydive, open your wings. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Bring your knees down and come back to a seat. Let your legs come out in front of you. With your left hand, grab your left foot. And just as a test, keep both knees bent. It'll be easier. Yeah, so keep, exactly. Yeah. And just see what happens if you just push to straighten the leg. Notice what that feels like on your body. Yeah? Okay, now bend again. Lean your body weight over towards your right. Bring the outside of the right hand down. Let your left butt lift away from the floor. Now, hold the outside of your left foot. Lean forward. Let your upper body lean forward so your butt moves back behind you. Now, instead of pushing through the foot, pull your left sitting bone back to straighten the leg. Pull your left sitting bone back to straighten the leg. Now, keep pulling your left sitting bone back. Keep that. Lift your chest. Keep pulling your left sitting bone back. Lift your chest higher. Breathe into the low belly. Lift your chest higher. Good. Now keep pulling your sitting bone back. Bring your sitting bone back down to the ground. Keep pulling your sitting bone back. Lift your chest higher. Now take a deep breath into the bowl of your pelvis. Soften the knee. Yeah, different, right? Yeah. Lean over to the other side. You can try the first way again. So lean over. Notice what it feels like to just push. How much of your body feels connected if you just push? Okay. Now bend the knee. Lean over. Lift your right sitting bone. Let your upper body tip forward. As your upper body tips forward, pull your right sitting bone back to make space for the straightening of the leg. Now keep that. Lift your low belly into the back of your heart. Lift your chest on that inflation. Keep pulling your sitting bone back. Begin to bring the right sitting bone down, but keep pulling it back. Keep pulling it back. Keep pulling it back. Good. Now keep pulling your sitting bone in. Lift your chest. Lift your armpits higher. And take a deep breath into the bowl of your pelvis. Soften that. Come forward. Downward facing dog. breathe. Bend your knees. Step or jump to the front of your mat and fold. Inhale, reverse skydive, open your wings. Exhale, dive. Inhale, roll all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, soft vortex. Pull yourself into your roots. Shift your weight outside of right foot. Float your left leg up. This time, take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. This might be it for today. If you want to try to go further, bring your left hand to your left sitting bone. Lean your body forward. As you lean your body forward, pull your left sitting bone back to straighten the leg. Now keep pulling the sitting bone back. Breathe deep into the bowl of your pelvis. Keep pulling your sitting bone back. Start to lift your chest. Keep pulling the sitting bone back. Lift your chest. Keep your eyes forward even as your body spirals. Eyes forward. Deep breath into the bowl of your pelvis. Hinge. Bend the knee. Both feet down. Pull yourself into your legs. Shift your weight other side. Inhale, float the right leg up. Bring your left hand to the outside of the foot. Keep a bend in your standing leg. Lean your upper body forward. Right hand to right sitting bone. As you lean forward, let the primary movement be pull yourself into your body. So pull the sitting bone back as you extend the leg. Good. Now keep pulling the sitting bone back. Breathe deep into the bowl of your pelvis. Lift your armpits up as you stand. Keep your eyes forward even as your body spirals. Take one more deep breath into the bowl of your pelvis. Bend the knee. Both feet down. Wrap the hips in and fold. Inhale, reverse skydive. Open the wings. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, soft vortex. Let your feet widen a little bit. Shift your weight from the outside of one foot to the outside of another foot. Keep carving your hips back. So tongues and tails, the knees still go forward, but your thigh bones are being pulled in your hips. Your hips are playing behind your ribs. Allow your feet to lift and adjust to make this as comfortable as you can on your knees and on your pelvis as you shift weight from one foot to the other, allowing your hips to carve a space. Go a little bit wider, even if you have to step off of your mat. Go a little bit wider. Yeah, stagger yourselves. Yeah. Go a little bit wider. Find a comfortable place to slow the movement down a little bit. Let your right heart go into its cave. Keep the connection from your outer right hip to your outer right foot. As your right heart goes into its cave, let your right arm drop to the inside of your right thigh. Let your head go heavy. Like we did before, slide your left armpit away from your left hip. Your left elephant trunk floats out in front of you. Breathe deep into your left rainbow ribs. Take a deep inhale here. Go longer through your left rib cage. As you exhale now, elephant through center. Adjust your feet as you need to. Left arm to the inside of your left thigh. Left heart goes in. Right elephant trunk opens. Slide your right armpit away from your right hip. Keep your head heavy and down. Take a deep breath into your right rib. And now elephant through center. Go to the other side as you inhale. Exhale through center, other side. Ride your breath. Ride the elastics of your body as you go back and forth. Ride your breath. Soft arms. Keep the arms heavy but open as much as you'd like as you go one side then the other. As you come here, come again. Let this arm be heavy. Open like that. And then come through center. Then keep the arm heavy like that. Yeah, good. A few more breaths. Now let one of your elephants begin to move you down into downward facing dog. Bring your knees down, come onto all fours. Slide your hips back to your heels, close your eyes, rest your hands. Deep inhale. And soft exhale. Deep inhale. And soft exhale. Open your eyes, bring your hands out in front of you. Tuck your toes under. And pull your thigh bones in deeper into your body so your butt pokes back. And let that start to pull your hips back to your heels. Let your knees lift. Let your heels be off the ground. So you're in a perch. So instead of having the heels down, let your heels be lifted. Now pull your thigh bones in even more. Your thighs can widen, but there's still this sense of them rolling in and being pulled deeper into your body. Let your fingers come down inside of your legs. Now watch. Arms are going to go inside your legs. Keep pulling the thigh bones in. And instead of thinking how much tension can I bring to the body to get into crow, it's going to be just leaning forward, connection, outer shoulder blade, outer hand. Thighs are going to roll in as you pull them in deeply, and you're going to inhale and back down. So it's going to be an inhale and back down. So it's not how much tension can you bring. It's just finding this inflation and rocking back down. Keep your eyes slightly forward. Arms to the inside of your knees. Even if you could do crow really easily with having the knees perched on the triceps, try this. Let it be just this soft, breathing crow. This leaning crow and this leaning back. Just a moment of float. A moment of tensionless float first. Good. Come down for a moment, please. Game 2. Arms here. How soft can you be? So the pulling the thigh bones in, as you pull the thigh bones in, there's this movement that happens in the legs. So as the thigh bones get pulled in and you inhale, it's this spiraling in that holds your thighs and your knees together. But now can you bring more softness to the body? As you come forward, maybe you find a little float. If you can float here, can you keep your feet so soft that you can shake your feet out? So this is not a shake, even though this might be what your feet do. It's can you let the tension in your feet go. Inhale. Find the float and come back down. Wait, you haven't seen the other one yet. You haven't seen the other one yet. Hold on. There's more. Watch. Stage 3. And this might be for another day, but it's to give you the idea of what we're doing. There's an intelligence inside of us that is much deeper, much more ancient, and it's much quicker in response to the environment. It's much quicker in that response. And it's not can we dominate or overcome, but can we cultivate a relationship with this? Can we begin a conversation with something that's so wise but speaks a language beyond the language of the small mouth sounds that we're used to communicating with? So the language is a language of emotion, a language of inspiration, a language of sense. But it's much quicker, and if we can cultivate that relationship, we realize that we don't have to keep the reins on who we think we are so tightly, that we can let ourselves flower and blossom into an experience that may surprise us. So it's here, it's soft, and it's here. But once you have that softness here, you can allow your body to play and move and allow your body to respond to the moment without thinking that I need to maintain balance necessarily. Balance is not something that we always need to maintain. Balance is something that at our deepest levels we are. And we can play and dance to the edges of balance and let ourselves adapt and respond as if that we were dancing and something else was leading us, and then we respond to it and it leads us and we respond. So finding a softness in the shape. Yeah, so first stage, just lean in. Second stage, can you lean in, inflate, and find a moment of being there with less tension. Stage 3, shake your feet. Stage 4, dance a little bit in your crow. Yeah? Try it. Pick one or all or anything in between. And that's the universal sound of someone falling out of crow, in case you didn't know. It's universal. No matter what country you're in, that's the sound of someone falling out of crow. Trust yourself to your breath. Nice, Michael. Yeah. That's the sound. There it is. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, universal. Translated for all countries and all cultures. Universal. And when you're ready, take one more shot at it. And sit back for a moment, take a rest. Come back, hands and knees, lift your hips, bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Left knee down. Arms to the inside of your right leg. Use your arms to support the weight of your body, so you can bring them out a little bit in front of you. Relax your left leg as much as you can. So let the left leg be relaxed, as if your pelvis is now spiraling towards the right. So a little bit more relaxed. Let your right knee go a little bit past your ankle. Knees can go past ankles. They should go past ankles. But as the knee goes past the ankle, tilt the shin gently out. So the knee's going forward and a little bit wide, but your big toe ball mound is still on the ground. Soft elbows. Take a deep inhale. Open your chest. Soft left leg. As you exhale now, let your heart go deeper into its cave. Let your back round. Let your chin follow your heart in. And as you inhale, open your heart forward. Exhale, let your heart go into its cave. Let your chin curl in towards your heart. Inhale, open. One more. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, open. Now slide your hips back. Pull your right sitting bone back as you tip your heart forward. Let your right foot be relatively relaxed. And just lean into this a bit. So just let yourself come forward and then pull your right sitting bone back as your heart stretches forward. So heart stretches forward, right sitting bone pulls back. Yeah. Lean into the tension. Use your breath to expand from the inside. Now come forward, switch legs. Left foot outside of left hand, right knee down. The knee can go forward of the ankle and then the shin tilts open a bit. Arms to the inside of the leg gives a bit more space for movement. Relax your right leg. Let your pelvis spiral a bit towards your front leg. Soft elbows, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, let your heart curl in. Let your chin follow that curl in. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl in. Slide your hips back. Pull your left sitting bone back. Tip your heart forward as you lengthen the back of your left leg. And you can come forward and back a few times, finding a pulse. Leaning into the interesting. Now take both legs back. Tuck your toes under. Pull your thigh bones back so your hips are on your heels. Keep drawing the thigh bones in. The xiphoid stays heavy. Breathe into the sides of your pelvis. Lift your low belly into the back of the heart. Watch first. Gonna lift the armpits up. So even as the xiphoid stays heavy, the notch between your two clavicles, the sternal notch right here, is going to stay lifted. So there's this tension being pulled in two directions. And the armpits are going to lift. The elbows spin down as the armpits lift. Xiphoid stays heavy. Thigh bones pull in. My hips are still behind the ribs. And like we did earlier, it's an inhale. And it's a pulse here, looking for the length through the sides of the body. A deep breath as you go back. So it's a deep inhale as you go back, and you can play and challenge that breath as you go back to open the front of your body, to open you across your chest. Use a deep inhale to stretch the living fabric across the front of your body as you spiral the elbows down and forward, lifting the armpits up. Lean in and curl up to go back. Lean in and curl up to open more. As deep or as shallow as you want for just the next few seconds. Come back and rest for a moment. You're gonna have one more opportunity. It's because you were showing something that we do that I think could be cool to do here. When you come up this time, you're going to set it up the same way, but before you begin your deepest ascent, you're going to use heavy fingers like piano fingers across the front of your chest and make it strong enough so it feels interesting. So that same communication into that deeper level of ourselves, the you not you or the other not other. You're going to use your fingers, tap along your chest, the bones of your sternum, and then set yourself up again. The elbows spin down, the armpits lift up. Use your breath now and see if you can open and lean into the sensations that you just tapped into your chest. Try that. Explore that. Once you've tapped and touched, breathe into the sensations that you're feeling. Spin your elbows down as armpits lift up and lean in as you inhale. When you're ready, come back down to your seat. Legs out in front of you. Bend your right knee, so not full Janu Shirshasana. Give yourself a little space. If this is uncomfortable on the knee, you could use a block under your bent knee to give you some more support there. Pull your thigh bones in as you pull your butt back. Let your left heart go into its cave. Lower your left forearm, your left elbow to the inside of your left knee. Right elephant trunk, again heavy out in front of you, head down and heavy. Slide your right armpit away from your right pelvis. And with a soft right arm, just use deep breaths into the bowl of your pelvis to pulse gently. So with every inhale, there's a soft turn of your right ribs towards the sky. And the exhale is just a softening. Use your breath in whatever way is interesting to open into the experience from the inside. Deeper breath. Fuller breath. Use your breath to push into the interesting places. And use the length of your ribs to slingshot you back up and change your legs. Thigh bones pull in, sitting bones move behind you. Right forearm or elbow drops to the inside of your right thigh as your right heart goes into its cave. Left elephant trunk out in front of you. Left armpit slides away from left hip. Head is heavy and down. Now use your breath. Breathing in through the nose, drawing the diaphragm down, expanding into the sides of the bowl of your pelvis, and using the deep breath to pulse into the lifted ribs. Use a big breath to bring yourself back up. Bring your legs out in front of you. And slowly make your way onto your back. Leave the legs as soft as you can at first. Imagine if you had never heard of happy baby as a shape, as a thing that has a right way of doing it, but the way that a baby would explore its legs. Lift your legs up now. You can use your hands on your knees or on your ankles or on your feet. It can be one leg at a time or both legs together. But allow your legs to move inside your hips. Bend the joints, move around, but let it be completely for the experience of what it feels like to be in this place, in this shape. You can rock to one side and then the other. Maybe you're bending one leg more or the other more. Allow yourself to be surprised. Slow your movement down. Float arms and legs up towards the sky. As you float arms and legs towards the sky, do it in a way that requires as little effort as possible, as if you were floating on a summer ocean, the saltiest ocean you can imagine. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, slide your body all the way out into your rest. Place your body in a way that all parts of you are equally satisfied. Where your body is delighting in the touch of the earth, where the earth is also delighting in your touch. Ride your inhales deeper in to your world. Past your memories, past your name, till you open into the infinite. Into a you that's more vast than you can possibly imagine. And into this ancient you, let your imagination wander and play. Stay deep in this place. But from this deep place, send waves of breath and awareness up towards the surface. So more and more, you're filling up the space of what you truly are. Allow your personality, the world of your name, ride on these ripples too. Maybe what you are is the bridge between these two, between the outer personality and your ancient depth. Now as the breath reaches the surface, take a deeper breath, begin to move and stretch in any way you like. Let one of your movements roll you over to your right side. Let your eyes stay soft or softly closed as you make your way back to your seat. Breathe in this space. What can you feel? The earth beneath you. The air around you. The multitude of worlds inside you. This mystery, the ground of being. Isn't this out there thing? But it's you. It's the you that's not you, the other that's not other. To cultivate a relationship with that is to shift the vision of life. To a work of art, to a mythological journey, to an archetypal wonder. It's not who you could be, it's what you already are. Take a deep inhale. Soft exhale. And deep inhale. And soft exhale. And one more deep inhale. And soft exhale. When you're ready, your eyes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for spending time with us, for going on this journey with us. It's one of those, speaking about archetypal journeys, it's one of those journeys where it's sort of we're doing it together. We all come together, but there's a moment where we separate, and for each of us, we find the place in the forest that's darkest. And while we go together, we also go deeply, individually. So to share that is an intimate while shared experience. So thank you for playing. Thank you for being here. I took you a little bit over, which I tend to do all the time. But yeah, hopefully it was worth it. There'll be snacks here, and feel free if you're not interested in asking questions, you just want to hang out and have some snacks or listen to the answers or others' questions, that's absolutely fine too. You are more than welcome to hang out here. If you have questions, hopefully you're a little bit confused about what we did and why we did the things that we did. They all have reasons behind them. So if you'd like to ask more on that or more about what we do or what the experience for the advanced level teacher training that's going to be here is, any of those things are going to be welcome. Any questions at all will be welcome. So take a few moments, grab some water, grab a snack. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Hi, Jasmine. Yeah. Feel free to grab a drink. We'll just kind of hang out around here so you can come back, bring it in a little closer so we're not all spread out, and we'll talk for a few minutes. Yeah? All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to take this opportunity to run to the bathroom. Sure. There's also going to be a little raffle that I was just told about. So yeah, a little raffle. I guess a raffle to see if you get a free class pass thingy. So if you want to hang out for the free class pass to see if you get it, you can also hang out there. Yeah. You have to. What is that thing that they say? You have to be present to win. You have to be. I'm sorry. In it to win it. Yes. In it to win it. You have to be present to win. So we'll do that in a few moments.